we're going to go ahead and do is going to be the rewind to extension. This is a more difficult pyramid because you're starting on the ground and you're flipping to that extension level. On this one here, the bases want to make sure that they go underneath the leg and give a real good pitch. The back spot's going to be at the waist, and she's going to be in that piked body position, and that's going to go from the ground right to the top. Again, the braces are going to go ahead and get that rewind grip and really help lift this to the very top. So that is your rewind to extension. The next one we're going to cover is going to be the Arabian. This is going to be a flip and a twist. So you'll notice here, your top person is going to go ahead and reach around her torso, connect to both bracers. She's going to stand up.
We can do this one, you guys.
As well as do a turn to go from facing the back to facing the front. So there's your grip. You're going to bring that to the prep level, drive it up. Top person wants to stand up, initiate the spin, and then rotate forwards to that flip. So that is the Arabian. The next one that we have is going to be the back to front flip to cradle. So just like you can release 3 stuck groups with a regular release, this is going to be a release of the flip involved that also has it going from one to the group to the other. So here you're going to notice there's your connection. On this one here, the bases have to really make sure they drive it up nice and tall because the top person, in addition to flipping, having enough height to flip, also has to make sure that there's enough distance covered to have it travel to the bases. So that's your front to back flip to cradle. You can also go the other direction and go front to back. So we'll cue up that video. And this is going to be a very similar style pyramid. But here you'll notice that it's going to travel backwards to a new stuck group. On this one here, your bases are going to set up almost like a toe pitch. There's your connection. They're going to drive it up big and tall. And again, after that flip finishes, that can land in a cradle, it can land in a load-in, or it can land in an extended level stomp. So that is your front to back. The next one we have is going to be the back front with an additional quarter rotation. So here, you'll notice that it's going to go to that prone position and then right back up top. You're allowed to rotate up to 1 1/4 rotations. So if you notice here, your top person, rather than doing just a 1 full rotation, she's going to continue to rotate till she goes to her stomach. That's what makes this a pretty cool looking pyramid. The bases that are catching this one want to make sure they reach up nice and tall to provide resistance to make sure that that top person is caught safely and comfortably. And the braces want to make sure they get low enough on the arms that they're able to catch those arms or keep those arms in a position.
That one could be one that Charlotte could be on top for because I think she's a little smaller than you and Kaden. The next one we're going to have
is going to be the Baja. This is going to be one of our newer pyramids that involves a brace, just one bracer. Again, all bracers in stunt groups that are flipping have to have back spotters. So on this one here, you'll notice there has to be the hand-in-hand connection or hand-in-wrist connection on both arms of both the bracer and the person flipping. So a lot of times we've done these at camp where this happens on the ground. You can now do this in the form of a pyramid where your bracer stands behind. Bases are going to go ahead and give it a next. So that we have. This is going to be the rewind. This is the Baja rewind. This is a very cool looking pyramid, so I'll let you watch it first. Okay. On this one here, you're going to have that hand and wrist grip, which you can see here. Both hands, both wrists. The bases are going to dip, drive up that top person, and they're going to catch that at a nice extension level. I'll show it to you one more time. They want to really make sure that after they initiate the dip right here, they reach those arms up nice and tall and catch that top person. The next one that we have for you is going to be the side semi with the bracer assist. So on this one here, the person flipping and the bracer are going to be facing each other. They have that hand and wrist connection. On this one here, when you're first learning how to do these, you can have somebody assist at the hips, almost like they're spotting a cartwheel to help this flip sideways. I'll show it to you one more time. So they have that crossed arm grip, and that's going to flip sideways to the loading position.
So both into halves.
Is going to be the same, it's going to be the pinwheel. And you'll notice here, they're facing a different direction. They're not facing each other. This time your top person is facing forward. You're going to have that crossed grip.
Has a crossed grip
connection
and then
with
uncrosses.
the bracer and the top person. They're going to dip.
Uncrosses, recrosses the other direction.
Sideways rotation by initiating the drop.
Fart, come on.
Bringing the shoulder and the lifting of the hip to that load-in position. And the last group of pyramids that we have for you are going to be our extended brace pyramids.